Yo, this is Soul86 bringing you another video. Listen, man, I never thought that I would rebuy so many figures, but these Ultimate Edition figures are amazing, man. I mean, like, look, when I got a Big Boss Man, because I do have an Elite Big Boss Man figure, and I do have an Elite Bam Bam Bigelow figure. I never thought that I would rebuy some of these characters. I kind of had like my own little, I guess you would say, rule going where I would only read by like a lot of my top favorite wrestlers. Those are the only ones. And it was mainly because there's different ring attires for them. And because of like just them being like in my top 5 or top 10 wrestlers of all time. So, I have a bunch of different Razor Ramones. I got a bunch of different Shawn Michaels. I got different Bret Harts, so on and so forth, man. Got different versions of The Rock. Um, and it's mainly because of the different like looks, you know what I mean? So getting this Big Boss Man, which I tend to like look at this as like this is the heel Big Boss Man, and my Elite version is the babyface Big Boss Man. Because I believe the Elite one is the babyface Big Boss Man, if I'm not mistaken. But I do have the different Bam Bam Bigelows. Well, I think I got 2 heel Bam Bam Bigelows because I don't think they've made a Bam Bam with his blue flames yet, which I thought that would have been cool if they would have did that for this set. Tell you right off the bat though, the Bam Bam Bigelow figure in this set is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So let's get with the accessories real quick. Now these heads are phenomenal. Every single one. Like this was one where I really don't even know which one to display the figure with because they all look good. They all look good, man. Fantastic. The details and the tattoo on the head, like all of these look good. This one is like perfect for when he's like coming out to the ring or getting ready to do his finisher. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then this is the one that I ended up leaving on. I believe this is the one that was out of the box. But yeah, this looks good. One of the reasons why, not just with the articulation, that's a big part of it, but not just with the articulation is why it's kind of like a necessity to rebuy these figures if you've had the Elite versions of them before, especially depending on how old the Elites are. Like the Bam Bam Bigelow Elite is years old. The Big Boss Man Elite now is like, gosh, got to be going on like 5 years old maybe. And I could be off about that. It could be older. But yeah, I'll show the Elites a little bit later in the video. But let's look at the Big Boss Man. Yeah, I like to look at this as the heel version of Big Boss Man. Definitely the heel version. I believe he was mainly a heel always as Big Boss Man, but there was a moment in time where he was a baby face. But ooh, knocking stuff. His head scans are pretty good. This one I don't like. This is the only one I don't like. It was easy to not use this one. This one I believe is the one that he comes out of the box with. And then, this is a good head sculpt for him. And then, of course, they have their put these accessories away. Of course, they got the multiple different hands. Bam Bam Bigelow came out of the box with the 2 fist hands. He has they all kind of have the same hands. All of these ultimates, depending on if like a wrestler does a point, they might have a pointy hand or whatever, where they're pointing at something or whatever. Big Boss Man, his ball and chain cuffs and all of these other different cuffs. Now, these accessories are cool, but it'll be better if you could actually you might be able to put these on a wrestler. I don't know. You probably got to remove the hands first. And then like maybe this part could go on the wrist. I need to try that actually. That actually might work. At first I was thinking like, why come with those if they can't really do anything? um and then he has his fist hands and his gripping hands. Oh, he does have again the pointy finger one. I actually have one on him right now. But these are phenomenal. I'm just saying, these are dope. They look great, man. Like these look great. This was definitely a much needed upgrade, especially with the Bam Bam Bigelow figure. Now, this Bam Bam Bigelow figure does come with this shirt. I got to tell you right now, I'm not gonna have this shirt on him. I don't like the way it looks, and to be honest with you, I don't remember Bam Bam wearing a shirt. I know he did. I'm not trying to say that he didn't. I just always remember Bam Bam coming down to the ring just with his ring gear on. And I mainly remember Bam Bam with Luna Vachon. So I just personally remember Bam Bam Bigelow coming out like this. So yeah, the body sculpt is better. His legs are a lot better than the now I know that like there's a hot water trick or blow dryer trick that you can use for the legs. One of the reasons, other than just the look of the figure, why I ended up wanting to get this set is because the elite version of Bam Bam that I do have, it sucks. That was one of those buys where I was like, oh, Bam Bam's coming out. And in the box it looked good, and in the promotional images it looked good. And then when I got it in hand, I could barely do anything with it, man. So that was disappointing. That was very disappointing. Big Boss Man. The only thing that's a little bit weird about this Big Boss Man. So this part right here, right? It is not sculpted like the Elite. It actually is a separate piece, as you can see it moving, right? But it almost feels like it keeps his body and his glasses fell. His glasses are easy to fall. They just kind of hook on his ears. So his glasses do come off pretty easy. Let me take those off so I don't bump them again. But it kind of makes his body kind of feel like it's constantly leaning. You see that? It's almost like it's too tight, that's a little you know what I mean? If I can knit some pics right there, that's a little annoying. But yeah. And then his leg got a little warped. Oddly enough, he's not like in any kind of, none of these figures are really in any kind of special pose. The Collisium edition. Typically, wrestling figures aren't in crazy dynamic poses in their box anyway. But this is the head I went with. Got the nightstick in his hand. Oh, also, this peg does come out. And that is for holstering the nightstick. So I think that is a really cool detail. Come on. Nice. You see? That's dope. This is so random, but it made me think of the Attitude Era Big Boss Man, which I don't have. There was a time where I was gonna get the Attitude Era Big Boss Man where he's wearing the all black, and I never got a chance to get that one. It's probably like crazy expensive now. But I did mainly want this version of Big Boss Man. But what it makes me think of, oddly enough, and I don't know why, it makes me think of Val Venus. Just because of the Attitude Era. I don't know why. I'm just thinking of Val Venus randomly. And I want to figure of Val Venus, man. I don't know if that'll ever happen. Again, it's always due to whatever kind of relationship that these legends, these former wrestlers have with WWE. But I would love a Val Venus figure, man. Like, that would be dope. I'm just saying. Like, in like his debut look. Not when he started wearing, like, I know his tights. Later on, he had like, what was it? The color was different. There was like black on his tights. Nah, I want that simple, like silver V kind of shape, and then the purple tights. They were like purple, right? Like purple, pink, purple. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I randomly thought of Al Venus, man. I think it was because I was thinking of the Boss Man Attitude Era figure. But you see how his body, the top part of his body just kind of always leans. And even when you try to fix it, it kind of goes right back into place. That's a bit annoying, but I mean, other than that, the figure itself still just looks like really good. But this Bam Bam, like, check this articulation out. Right now, they all have this drop down feature, except for I have not been able to do this on the Hogan Ultimate Edition figs, but his legs actually move, and they move pretty easy, both of them. The articulation on this figure is pretty dope. Look at that. Look at that. The foot joints are not frozen. Not frozen at all. So that is pretty nice. The tattoos look good. The just the sculpt of the body, man. Like, this looks like Bam Bam Bigelow. This looks like Bam Bam Bigelow. I dig it. I dig it, man. Let's see. This one is a little bit more frozen. Boss Man is a little bit more frozen. Now, it's dope having this updated Boss Man. His sculpt is better too than the Elite version. He's got like his belly and everything. His articulation isn't as good as, it's the same articulation, don't get me wrong, but just in terms of like how it moves, what you're able to do with it, because of this strap right here being like, I don't know, maybe they could have just sculpted. I like the idea of not sculpting it. I really do. But it's like, it's too tight, and it makes the top torso have like such a rubber band effect. And it's I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. So let's take Boss Man out the ring real quick. And we're going to put up. Now, they did make another Bam Bam Bigelow after this, but I was like, man, I just got a Bam Bam, so I passed on it, and I think it was his WCW look because he was wearing like that black and gray. But this is the other Bam Bam that I own. Terrible. It's a terrible figure, and you see how much taller the Ultimates are compared to the Elites. This Bam Bam, like, look at that face. Like, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, it, like, you could tell it's Bam Bam just because of the beard and the tattoo on the head, and like, in a vacuum by itself, and looking at the ring attire, you know it's Bam Bam, right? However, it just the face is, he almost looks like, what's the dude, the one comedian, oh my gosh, Fluffy. What's his name? Iglesias? Am I messing? I'm messing up the one comedian, man. I can't think of his name right. Gabriel Iglesias? Am I saying his right? Am I saying his name right? That's what this looks like. That's exactly what this looks like. And also on top of that, these legs could barely move. These legs could barely move. So like, this is not going to be on the shelf at all anymore. This is completely being replaced. I only had him on the shelf, just like in my last review with the Ted DiBiase that I originally had with the broken leg. Like, this can't do shit. I was thinking of not cussing, and then I just went for it. Can't do anything. Can't do anything. Now, I never did the whole like, let me warm the joints up, but like, it just felt, this is what it felt like when the Ted DiBiase figure broke. It was just like this, and then just snap. So then when I saw that was the case, I was like, man, you know what? I was like, nah, I'm good, man. So yeah, Ted DiBiase, man, that Bam Bam Bigelow will no longer be on the shelf. That's a wrap for him. But this Bam Bam right here, this is perfection, man. I'm just saying, this is perfection. The way that you can move everything, the joints just feel perfect. They got the butterfly joints as always on these Ultimate Edition. This Collisium edition is just dope. I know you guys, like a lot of you guys probably saw my short that I put up. The box art for these damn things are amazing. Just, it has that old school kind of like LJN style. I wish that all of the legendary figures were in box art like that, if I'm being honest. Like if it was a wrestler that was wrestling back in the day with the red, white, and blue ropes, that whole look, I feel like they should come in that style box. It doesn't necessarily have to say Collisium. It can still say like Elite and all of that, but I just wish the Elites came in that kind of like box. All of them going forward, because that box art is amazing. So now let's look at the two Big Boss Man figures that I got. So the Elite is smaller. So look at that smile he got on his face on this one. Look at that smile. That is babyface Boss Man. If I don't say so myself, look at that. Look at that smile, man. He just looks more aggressive here in the Coliseum edition. Way more aggressive. Different stripe down the pants. Yeah, just now this Elite is good though. Don't get me wrong. This Elite is actually really good. And I believe he came with glasses in his hat too, but the glasses could barely fit on this one. And but yeah, he did have a hat, and I was like, nah, I don't like the way that looks. So now this Elite Big Boss Man can stay on the shelf, because this ain't that bad. But you see how the difference is right here. This one, it's sculpted, and while the other one isn't. But I get why they did it. I do understand the move, because it's a Coliseum. It's more of a, I don't know. I don't really know how to put it. It's I mean, it's the more expensive figure, this one right here. So it's like, I get it. You put more of the bells and whistles on the Ultimate Edition Coliseum stuff. Like, I get it. But yeah, man, I do like this set. I think this set is great. I have no complaints with the set other than the minor nitpicks with the Big Boss Man figure, but outside of that, does look great. So yeah, Boss Man. As a matter of fact, Boss Man is going to be on my shelf holding the nightstick. And pointing. That's how he started the video, and that's how he's gonna end the video, man. So yeah, I dig it. Oh yeah, and again, I wish his legs weren't warped. At least the one leg is warped a little bit, like where his knee is. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. But look at that, man. This is a dope set. I'm happy about this. Very happy about this, man. Yeah, these, like I said in the beginning, it's difficult to not rebuy a lot of these figures, man. I'm gonna be honest. Now, am I gonna get everybody that turns into an Ultimate? Absolutely not. For example, like the Rocky Maivia figure that I have now. Like, if they were to ever make an Ultimate, I'm good, because the Elite is really, really good. Because like the updated Elites are even better than the older Elites. So you could even rebuy a lot of these figures just getting the Elite edition. Sort of like when I got that Ultimate Warrior when he beat Honky Tonk Man for the Intercontinental title. That Ultimate Warrior figure, like it's worth it getting the upgraded version as opposed to the original release, because the original release does look different. In the skin tone, it's different. It doesn't have the pinless joints. So there's significant upgrades to a lot of these figures that re-release, even if they're not the Ultimate Edition or like Coliseum set, because they'll come with the new head scan and everything. So it'll be the same figure, but they'll come with like different things. Paint will be different. Just like the Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 14, when they re-released that figure, there was some differences paint wise. The entrance gear was darker colored instead of it being like that light gray that it was when the figure originally released. But yeah, man, that is pretty much all I have. Actually, you know what, man? I don't know if I'm gonna. I think I might just display the new Big Boss Man too. I think I might just display that. I don't know if I'm gonna display this. I think I'm good. I think I can replace this one on the shelf. Yeah, there's no need. I got a better version. There's no need. But Yeah, man. This is a dope set, man. If you're looking for either one of these figures, right? Um, or if you're looking to upgrade just like I wanted to upgrade, definitely get this set. It's crazy because I didn't really think that I would get these Coliseum sets like this. I didn't think that I was gonna be doing this a lot because of the price. But it is a fair price because the Ultimate Edition figures are like what 32 at in store. On Ringside Collectibles, they're probably like 36 bucks. So to get two of them for like 60 or 7, I think it's like 70, that's not bad. To get them, you get two of them together for about 7 for the price of like 70 bucks. That's not bad. So if you're looking to get like an upgrade, I would definitely go with this set. Like hands down, it's dope. Hands down, man. I'm not gonna lead you guys wrong when it comes to figures at all. like the WWE collection. I'm not about to lead you in the wrong and on the wrong path, man. So if you like I said, if you're looking to upgrade or if you don't even have these figures, say if you have one figure but not the other, I would say get this, right? If you have like a version of Big Boss Man like this, but you don't have a Bam Bam or vice versa, just yeah, hands down, this set is dope. So let me know what you guys feel in the comment section, man. I dig this set, man, for real. This is amazing. So back to back, I've had two really good Coliseum collection buys, and yeah, I'm very excited about it, very happy about it. It is your boy Soul Drum 86. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'm out. Peace.